Oh, we live? Oh, 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 we live? What up, though? Raptalk. I'd like to welcome you to Raptalk Conversation, motivation, the inspiration, the conversation. And the thesis for the night is rappers and podcasters, the beef, and the connection. And we're going to talk about a few things, and of course I'm going to get into a couple of pieces, because you know that's what I do. I talk my shit and take it to where I'm going to take it. Raptalk Live. Rappers and podcasters, the beef and the connection. And feel free to leave a comment and I'll speak on it, and you know, we'll talk and piggyback off what you gotta say and how you feel as we keep it real. I mean, as real as we can, because you know how this world is, you know. You can be real and have a real opinion, but of course they're gonna say you hating if it ain't going with the masses. You know how that go. But so, and this is all independent. Let me say that on top. This is all independent. I freestyle, I say stuff written, and carry on. Yeah. I thank you for watching. Shout out to the Playback Game. Shout out to YouTube, Twitch, Facebook Live, all the different social sites. Even though I'm on there, I'm really not on there, you know. And I know I shouldn't have to repeat this all the time like it's something special, because I ain't on social media like that, but I'm just in the zone, you know. I don't give a fuck about all that. Let's go. And again, we don't get into our topics, but of course I'm gonna talk my shit. So, and this first piece right here, oatmeal beats no meal. Listen to me, because I see a lot of people trying to get away with perpetrating, if you will. This will cause oatmeal beats no meal. Listen to me. You see, he was too cool to go to school, open books and abide by the rules. And now he out here scamming, stressing and finessing, trying to find a female sponsor. You tell me who's the fool. And if you think about it, he is, she is, we is living in a world where most are expecting shortcuts and handouts. You see, NBA dreams for all don't pan out, so now on the corner some gotta stand out. Living in the past, mad when asked why he didn't make it. Yeah, them old stories sound good, but you see, it's only so long a grown man can fake it. Take it in blood. You see, he'd rather be a thug than punch a clock, but you see, the feds is looking and time is money, but that's something that he don't watch. And how can he survive with too much pride to flip a burger? You see, oatmeal beats no meal, but when the Joe's crack in the hood, and I see that's character murder, and you know, hood niggas die for that, lie for that. He don't really sell no dope, but image is everything. And will he ever tell you the truth? See, the answer is nope. Cause see, we all gotta start, finish. Who invented this system? Pride to the side, get off your ass, get out there, go and get it. You rather sit, quit, talk shit, beg and borrow. But I suggest you stay strong and stay working, because today ain't tomorrow. Yeah. Oatmeal beats no meal. But let's talk about these rappers and podcasters just a little bit, you know. And again, I'm gonna go in and out. I'm gonna have my little rants in between my pieces and as I talk my shit, but it's like an energy going on in the podcast game. Of course, a lot of people thought it was more easier than it probably is as they ran to it. I mean the rappers. Because so many rappers thought the transition would be so easy. It's kind of like how the NBA players, you know, after they play the game, some of the NBA players feel that they can tell the game, you know, or they can speak on the game because they played the game. So, you know, they may go into broadcast and analysts and stuff like that. So now you have it in the podcast game. It's so many rappers that feel that, okay, it's all these people who were sidelining and just got opinions on music and stuff like that and how they think it go. So a lot of the rappers said, fuck it, you know what? I'm about to make a podcast. I was in the game. I played the game. I dropped albums. Our money's slowing down. The rappers, I mean, you know, the show money gonna be there if you one of them talented, well, I ain't gonna say talented ones, but if you one of the ones that got a catalog and still in demand and go on tour, which for most of them, that get a little bit tiring on the artists. You gotta remember these artists' ages and the traveling and the expenses and going from city to city, and you know, mind you, even if they even had a successful career when they was younger, how much time and stuff they missed out on their family and shit and being on the road. So a lot of these older rappers, they not trying to be on the road and shit like that over and over all the time and, you know, missing their grandkids. They already damn near missed their kids when they was growing up trying to chase that bag. So a lot of them go to podcasts. They like, fuck it, you know, if we can sit here on our couch or sit here in this studio in our own city and I can be home every night, let's give it a try. So a lot of the broadcasters are kind of mad at that. And, cause see, the rappers, they think that they're gonna have an advantage when they come into the game. But it's not the same as being an artist and being on the outside looking in and having an opinion on music. You know, you gotta understand, a lot of artists are self-absorbed, you know. They've been in their own bubble for so many years, and it's kind of like, I'll put it to you like this, and I ain't saying like a lot of us knew a lot of this stuff, but the people that wasn't in the industry and read the sources, the XXLs, you know, the Murder Dogs, all the magazines and shit, the Vibes. I remember reading all them magazines and being a hip hop head. And if you pay attention, a lot of them same stories is just regurgitating themselves. Like I definitely know when I was watching Drink Champs, I haven't watched Drink Champs in a while, but when I used to watch Drink Champs and I see certain people on there getting interviewed, and I'll be listening to their stories, and they have all these wow moments and all of this, like I didn't know that, and I'll be thinking to myself, okay, I get it. Nori and them don't know all this shit. All these rappers with these podcasts, they don't know this shit because they was busy doing their own thing. They was busy in their own little world. They didn't know about a lot of the Master P and Cash, but they didn't know about, I mean, I say like they didn't know nothing about them, but a lot of the stories that got told way back in the 2000s and all that shit is just recycling itself right now. And with the help of social media and stuff like this, it's so many stories I just see get regurgitated, and I just be like, damn, y'all didn't know that shit? Not saying like we gotta be a know-it-all and all this shit and we knew, but real hip-hop students, a lot of this shit, I get it now. These podcasters and rappers, they didn't know that shit because they was busy doing their own thing. So if the rappers is in the podcast game, all they doing is covering the ground for the stuff that they missed from all their counterparts while they was trying to get their whole little thing on. So I get it. But we'll see what it do. The podcast game is iffy right now. Cause you know, whatever new, everybody gonna run to it. And you know, everybody gonna make their bag off of it. You know, you got your Joe Buttons, which he's pretty successful. The early ones is gonna get the best of it. Well, I ain't gonna even say the early ones. The ones that get them 2 and 3 year ends, them the ones that get the best of it. Because sometimes you could be the first, and being the first is not all, you don't get the best deal all the time being the first or the second, you know, because you just be the example. And then somebody else come in and get that big ass deal. So we be kind of thinking it's gonna be some other rapper who gonna come in and just milk this whole podcast. And I gotta give it up too. And let's clear the air right now too. We gotta give it up to Fat Joe and Jada though, you know. I mean, they was getting a lot of hate when they first started because they rappers with a podcast. So it was trying to be like a narrative to hate on them niggas. You see how people was in the comments and trying their best to hate on the niggas. But they did not stop. Fat Joe did not stop with the stories. Jadakiss did not stop with the reactions and the, you know. And the show is steady going and, you know, it's growing because they got a team behind them and I get it. But they didn't stop. No matter how much hate they was getting when they first started, they still at it. And, you know, you got to give it to them. The show done got better. And it's not even that the show wasn't that good. It was just new. You know how people is when it's new shit, and especially with a familiar face and you see them doing something different out of their element, you're going to get critiqued a little bit harder. And that's just how it go. Let's get it to another beat though. Let me get into another piece though. This one called Work Hard in Silence. We're going to get back into some more of the topic too, but let me get off a couple. This one called Work Hard in Silence. Consistency is key. Set yourself free. Ain't no age limit on success. And it's subjective. You determine what it could be. You see, the goal ain't always to be famous, rich, or known. You see, some of us just love what we do, want to influence, spread a message, be compensated, and come back home. Am I wrong? You see, the weak is in competition to do it for the public. Me, I wanted to stay low, but I knew my words was gonna open up doors before I even touched it. That's cause me and God discussed it. He said, put in work just to prove. Stop giving free access, putting energy in all the wrong places and telling people your next moves. He said, I got you. Work hard, build in silence. Take a break, fall back from people, whatever you need in this world, I can't provide it. Meditate to them songs. Keep writing them poems. Keep building relationships, touching souls whenever you perform. And as I carry on, look at the response that I get. All this love was I'm rewarded in public from what I did in private. Work hard, build in silence. Raptalk. Yeah. Now where my believers at? Shout out to the topic, rappers and podcasters, the beef and the connection. They was all believers. That's why they transition like that. And you are too. Let me talk to you. I feel it. I know it can happen. I pray, I work. My thoughts have turned to action. I believe in meditation. I believe in me. When belief is low, I talk to G-O-D. You see, I walk through the dark with my wisdom seeing light. I made it through the struggle because I had belief in the fight. I jumped in the water with the thoughts of sink or swim. Nah, I take that back. My thoughts were swim, swim, swim. And I made it. I made it because I had belief. I made it, my people, for only one reason. Why? Because my strength runs deep. Yeah, it do. The Believer. Raptalk. Yeah, we adjust to that. Trust that. Trust and believe that if you believe that you can be. Yeah. That's the rappers and podcasters, man. Now let's talk about the connection they have. Because I don't really want to too much focus on the negative about it. You know. Because if you think about it, even if you start off with the negative, once it get popular, the positive is coming. And people gonna watch you for one or two things. They either gonna watch you because they straight up support you and they believe, or they're watching you to see you fall and fuck up. And that's why a lot of these podcasts is too be full of the comments. And I had to watch myself because it's a couple podcasts that I watch, and you will find yourself watching from a perspective of waiting to see them say something wrong or trying to correct them and stuff like that. And I had to catch myself, and I was like, I really don't want to be that person, you know. And it's a plethora of people that watch shows just for that reason, just to go in the comments and correct them, or just to be social, or, you know, to prove them wrong and stuff like that. And to go in the comments and find somebody to argue with, all that shit. I mean, you'll be on everything I love, you'll be surprised, because you gotta remember, you know, we read this shit, so we used to going into the comments, and comments help the show. Like right now, if somebody was to watch this, and if it's something that they disagree with, or if they think the music and melodies is whack, and if there was enough people watching, it'd be people in the comments that'd come here just for that. Just to say that, oh man, that piece was some bullshit, or just to say like, oh, that beat is this or that. I mean, to compliment or to diss or whatever. And it's nothing you can do about that, because in all actuality, you really want that because it helps your channel. So like if I just said a whole bunch of fucked up stuff that somebody disagree with, and if y'all put it in the comments right now, that actually help this channel right now. So that's why a lot of podcasts flourish also. Or the ones you might think that's whack or some bullshit or whatever, certain rap podcasts or whatever. It's people in the comments who want to correct them. And you got to remember, the hosts or the people who are already on the show, they trying their best to give information and to possibly be right with their information. Because you see that a lot too on the podcast. You got a whole bunch of know-it-alls. You don't want to be that person. And there's some podcasts out there that I really give a chance. I be thinking to myself, I like this person. I want to like him. And I'm kind of into him. But that whole know-it-all is definitely a turnoff. But at the same time, you got an audience of people who just sit up and watch podcasts and stuff like that all day because they know it alls too. So they watch it because they feel like, okay, I'm gonna keep watching you till I disagree with you. And once I disagree with you, I'm off to find somebody else who, you know, who catering and feeding to my energy and ego. And the rappers, they kind of got that because they got the stories, and like I say, like sports, they actually played the game so they can call it. But it's just that a lot of the rapper podcasts, they in a space where it should always be an advantage, I think. But at the same time, if you notice so many rappers who are podcasters, it's this complex all the time of keep reverting it back to themselves. You notice how much they do that? And that shit is irritating as fuck. I just hate to see people ask questions and then they give an answer. They ask somebody a question and then they give an answer, and then they get to talking about themselves, and because they'll ask you this, and then they'll be saying, because I think this, then they revert to themselves and their situation and make it about them. Now that's one thing, the rap podcasters, they definitely got a bad habit of doing that. Making it about themselves. Ask the fucking question and be quiet. And we didn't think that, and this is not the complain game, but we see it, and let the guests be the guests, man. Let the guests talk. Shit. But the podcasting game is full of information. And again, it's full of a lot of old stories because a lot of the rappers, they was busy. You know, they don't remember these stories. They don't remember who went platinum and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they was busy trying to hold they keep. So I get it. We give more a chance than others. You gotta be cool with this shit. You gotta be cool giving information. If you're gonna be a know-it-all, be a cool know-it-all. You know? Cause I see it on y'all. Some of y'all, it don't look good on y'all. Me talking my shit again. Now this one here is called Enjoy the Journey. Shout out to the people who understand that, you know, it ain't no shortcuts. Listen to me. Now the leaves come before the trees, don't forget the roots. And everything had its beginning, you see, that's what we learned as a youth. And the truth is, it ain't no shortcuts, just hard turns. Roadblocks, detours, you see, everything is hard earned. Now if the model to follow was the same, there'd be no change. And there wouldn't be no reason for me to stay in my lane. But I maintain, study my peers, open my ears as I listen what's being told and I face my fears. Gears turn in direction for me to reach my highest. You see, I do this for my people. I have no problem saying that because for my culture, I'm biased. Your seminars and workshops are not worth my time. Listen to me. A rewrite and research and probably start mine. I'm good with my hustle, my struggles, my image. I do what I love until God says I'm finished. I love what I do, so bullshit don't concern me. When it takes time and effort. So enjoy the journey. You feel me? Now it's time for you to step out on faith. Quit walking in place. Let's talk about it. All my 9 to 5s, what up, though? Question. How long you been in that rut? Mad as hell Sunday evening, Monday morning, punching in, not giving a fuck. Stuck inside a maze. Afraid to chase your goals because you are mentally a slave to corporate offices. Paychecks got you behind, but you thinking you can handle it. Dealing with work assholes, ass kissers, and micromanagement. But see, I'm from the streets. Detroit, that is, and getting rid of drugs was more than just a hustle. To see, it taught self-discipline and mind-reading skills to read people and stay wary of oncoming trouble. As the money double, but never mind that. Fuck all that, let's talk about Uncle Sam steady taking my taxes. Cause see, I'm putting in overtime trying to get over this hump while I bend over backwards. And if you think about it, that's kingpin shit. And they got you trained to do it each week, Monday through Friday. Don't even think about the outside world. Dedicate your time, that ass belong to me. Now is this your future? In the past, that you think that this would be your present? If you don't work for your goals, then you gonna work for someone else. Just let that marinate. Think about that for a second. Cause see, you was created with a purpose. Find yourself because you lost. Work for yourself just like you do for others. Just remember that thought there. Boss. Yeah. Boss. Shout out to you. The future boss in you. All the rappers and podcasters. Yeah, that's where we at with it. Can I talk about my music? The marriage, me and my music, Raptalk. We gonna get into it. Rappers and podcasters, the beef and the connection. But I like some of the podcasters who like slightly on the outside, but they affiliated enough to kind of live both the worlds. Because you gotta think, if we general and we the general public and we just watching from the average person, we kind of want to see that on stage. We want to see that on camera also. Because music is always opinion-based. No matter what the conversation be, it's all opinion-based. Now the facts can be in the numbers and stuff like that, but that's what makes the conversation go on forever and ever. It's all opinion-based when it comes to talking music. A little bit unlike sports. But the numbers is the numbers. Me and my music, I need more people to disagree with me. Like this motherfucking comment section up. I'm gonna start just saying some outlandish shit. No, I ain't gonna do that. Too real for that. Fuck it, we ain't doing that. But y'all know where I was about to go with this to say. So people can correct me, be in the comments and shit, you know. I zone out to the rhythms of raw airs. It take me to a place where I feel free. You know, sometimes Stevie's story come across so real. I believe that he could see. Now, Now if you can hear these words, then you can learn my pain. Sometimes I find wet wisdom inside a purple rain. Trying to get out of love, I relax to Al Green. Or maybe Too Short again. You see, I love this outlet. Music is my friend. I use headphones sometimes for better concentration to tune out the troubles of the world. All these hip-hop podcasts and rap talk got me neglecting my girl. And when I get on my Pac shit, nigga, you better watch it. From thug life to still I rise, had me on some block shit. And when I'm getting drunk and wanna hear some game spitting, I listen to E40 from the Bay and sprinkle it all through the mitten. Music, please don't break my heart. Please don't break my heart. Just get me away from all this bullshit and just bring back the spark. Me and my music. Me and my music. I told you when I get on my Pac shit, nigga, you better watch it. From thug life to still I rise, had me on some block shit. I felt like I knew him. A poem for Tupac. Listen to me. When I listen, your rhythms had motions. Up and down your attitude and emotions. When you was happy, I was happy. I could hear the grin in your vocals. Lyrics from the heart that spoke to the locals. I seen the potential that was trapped in the Baby by Brenda. Sneaking the message through music. Through raw music was the musical agenda. I felt your confidence growing when you worked with Short Breed and Spice. About to go against the world while living a thug's life. Your life played on TV, then you released it in words. Holding on to every sentence we listened and observed. Bullets taken, heart was aching. I heard your cry out for help. With the world's support, somehow you still felt by yourself. You know, somehow it's a woman upbringing that can make us men so strong. You kept some Panther values, but whether right or wrong. In my mind, your death was the sacrifice for rap independence. Your emotions and words are immortal. I felt like I knew him. I felt like I knew him. Poem for Tupac. Yeah. Yeah, I did. That's crazy though, right? But then again, it ain't. A lot of us felt like we knew Tupac. See, we're just talking that real shit, you know? Just that rebellion. And you gotta remember, it wasn't that much social media, so we had to wait for the news, and he stayed in it. And he paralleled his music with what we saw on TV that was happening. But cut off that TV though. Let's talk about the idiot box. Remember when we was growing up? Your grandma said cut that motherfucking TV off. I wrote something about it. Listen to me. Raptalk. I'm tired of these conditions. Remote control, reality shows, news steady reminding me of these stressful times. Paid programs, get rich schemes, fake political shows playing tricks with my mind. And while my cable provider keep adopting more and more channels, you see, it's a different lifestyle on everyone and my thoughts can't even handle. Now, do you watch Cribs on MTV and think that you can have it? Or do you feel left out and just watch it as a fantasizing habit? And if I criticize this church show, is y'all gonna say I'm going straight to hell? Well, I guess I'm getting warm, cause the message I notice is 900 numbers and DVDs for sale. Now, was the Cosby Show genius or just some artwork that showed black people? Cause hell, I grew into Bill when I used to be Theo. My TV and my radio kept sending me to the World Wide Web. Is this the ending or beginning of what mind control lies ahead? I wonder if I Google the future, would it tell me the truth? Because 30 plus years ago, it wasn't no cell phone or Bluetooth. Or maybe it was. It was just being tested. And now your soul is the next project. Do you feel affected? Raptalk. Rappers and podcasters. The beef and the connection. But see, when we was growing up though, that's what they call that TV. They call it the idiot box. Remember, it was square and it was just small. All that shit was programming. And if you think about it right now, it's programming also. All it do is fuel the energy of disagreement, hate, you know, current events, what's trending, you know, they want to keep you in the moment. So they feeding you the energy of who don't like each other, who don't get along. And whether you know it or not, subconsciously, it reverts to your own personal life. Think about how many people you don't trust and not even knowing why, you know. You know, you gotta remember, a lot of us, especially my age bracket, we come from a time when we can just meet people and be friends or speak to our neighbors. I'm talking about the simplest shit that people don't even do no more. You know, social media got you thinking that your neighbor is a fucking crook, that they'll take your Amazon package, which they might just will. They probably will, but this world just got you not want to trust no fucking body. If you really just be subject to the narrative that's on these podcasters and social media and stuff, they trying to just feed you. Don't trust no fucking body. I mean, why? But then we did back though, and I put up a post about this a while back too. We had songs like When My Homies Call, stuff like that. And I don't want to keep dipping back to the past and back and forth, but how can we not compare these two? A guy like him, he had a song called You Can Trust Me. Where's the songs like that right now? A song called When My Homies Call, that's just saying, like, nigga, I'm here for you. If you need me, I'm your friend. You know what I'm saying? You never had a friend like me, shit like that. Now the song is, nigga, I don't want to be your friend. Fuck you. Don't be around me. Don't, you know. They just want you to be. But we can go on and on about that. Why complain? We ain't gonna do that. But that was a piece I wrote called Idiot Box. And as we stay on these topics, I still fuck with the podcast, of course, because the storytelling Even if it's a story I heard before or I don't know, it's still going to be a room, especially there's still going to always be room for that in TV and broadcasting. Because here's where we at right now, if you really think about it. We kind of in a transition of storytelling is the new thing. And when a podcast was on a whole move of beef and who don't like each other, who like that. If you notice, a lot of us are tired of that. And we done seen it so much. So now it's just, okay, tell me a story. It's like the world and got so lazy now. No matter what artist it is or who they is, they can just sit on the platform and just tell stories. Y'all ain't noticed that? All these, and this is outside the rapper podcast. I'm talking about anything. You got the mobsters now. Cause I was just scanning some, what is it? Sammy the Bull. He got a channel just sitting up telling stories, mob shit. He doing that. Then you had your Terrence Gangster Williams. He came home and went crazy on YouTube. And that's why I made that suggestion though. For the people who've been on my channel a while back, I remember when Meech first came home, I was just like, why the fuck Meech don't got a fucking YouTube channel? As many stories he probably got, he can just sit there and just tell fucking stories. Cause the movie rights and all that stuff, the TV show was, after a while, I stopped watching that shit after the first season. And I'm from Detroit. I wasn't caring for that shit. It was, I mean, you know, and it ain't even like I was around when the shit all went down to nothing. But the shit was just looking so cheesy and whatever. I just stopped watching the shit. But for someone like Meech or whoever, all these different people, all they got to do is just put a fucking camera in their face. They can have a regular ass background like this. They ain't got to have nothing fancy. People are intrigued right now by stories. A motherfucker just sit and just talk to you and you could just get paid. And that's why a lot of the rappers went to the podcast game. They're like, fuck it, man, I was there. I could tell this story. I remember this beef. I remember DMX did this. I remember Jay-Z did this. I done synced this. So Jermaine Dupri, all these people, everybody can just sit up and tell stories all day. And it's the simplest shit. And they got an audience. It's like just grown kids just want to hear fucking stories all day. So we living in the storytelling era, if you really think about it. If you really just look around and see where we at right now, we're in the storytelling era. And they got us living in the past with the stories. So it's like a lot of the people who listen to the stories, we playing it safe. And it always been like that since day one, even with the mob movies and shit like that. You want to just watch that shit. You don't want to live that shit. You don't want to be in that shit. We set up and watched Godfather, which was one of the greatest movies, Scarface and all that shit. We'd just watch it because we fascinated by the crime and the vision of the shit of the story. So just imagine if it's just a simple coming from the key players who was around in the 90s and the 2000s who got the stories, you know? That's why everybody keep fucking with Fat Joe. They're like, man, how the fuck was you there for all these stories? But some of that shit was actually real. He was around. They been saying he was moving and grooving like that with his crew. T.K. Kirkland, shit like that. T.K. Kirkland got all these stories. He about 70 years old. A lot of people don't know that. Well, he's vocal about his age, but T.K. Kirkland about 60-something years old. He was around with NWA, all that shit from the 80s, 90s, 2000. He had a whole resurge with social media about telling stories. We living in the storytelling era. So, and now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I was talking about sports earlier. That's all the sports people are doing too, is telling stories. That's why you got all these older athletes sit around, tell stories, because the game ain't the same no more. So it's a whole generation of people who could just sit and just watch Scottie Pippen tell some stories. Michael Jordan, he ain't that vocal, but when he did do his storytelling for what was it, the 30 for 30, shit like that, numbers skyrocket out the fucking roof. Why not? Talk to us, Jordan. Tell us some stories. Isaiah Thomas, all that. All of these people can sit around and tell stories all day and monetize it. So that's where we at with it. I get it. I'm gonna get into another piece though. Again, for those just chiming through or passing through, I'm on a topic, but I'm still doing my 1-2 and putting a couple things out here. This next piece I'm gonna do is called entitlement. I gotta get that off. Because we do live in a world where a lot of people want entitlement. Slow it down a bit. Talk this shit. And a lot of people love to disagree, so this kind of tie into it if you think about it. Listen to me. Now see, if I don't agree with you, that don't mean that I'm writing you wrong. You see, the lines of communication and disagreement, sadly enough, is what keeps the world now moving on. Fuck your opinion. Fuck your opinion. Fuck your observations. Cause see, when you don't know the full story, it's easy to sit on the sideline watching the judge making. We all need help. But you happy to say alone that you did it. You see, some people's sacrifices is bigger than yours, but you took the easy way out, bullshitted and quit it. Now, don't compare my story to yours. I guess this the part where I fabricate growing up in the hood and how it's fucked up and hard. But you see, if we wasn't given a title poor niggas, we probably would think more large. You see, we once were kings and queens. But where the knowledge went. But now we all want to be victims and out here on bullshit and looking for entitlement. And I don't like it. Yeah. That's where we at with it. Love and hate relationship. I want to say that's the Amber. But I thank y'all for rocking with me. Got a video to make the channel grow, but I ain't done yet. We can talk a little bit more. Again, feel free to take this conversation how you want it. Again, I don't know, I ain't gonna say that. Fuck it. If you disagree, I just want people to know that it's cool for conversation. And that's what make podcasts successful, especially the ones who interact. Not if you interact like a little bitch and you just get mad at everything in the comments when somebody disagree with you. There's some podcasters out there that do that shit too. They just don't know how. And that kind of trigger people too. Some watch for that, but some of them be looking so bitch when they just be up there just trying to defend and debunk everything somebody else say when they don't agree with them. And then it'd be so funny sometimes because you'll know somebody really got them and they'll just try to just straight up ignore that person. Don't even say nothing to them because they ain't got nothing, for it. So it'd be some of that going on too. And some people just don't have time because they just outgrow the comments and stuff like that. And you busy and you working and your shit really successful. So, but it's definitely a medium and it do be good when some people do interact with their audience and stuff like that because everybody's reachable, everybody touchable, everybody got opinion. All this shit is opinion based, just like I just said in that piece. If I don't agree with you, that don't mean that I'm writing you wrong. I said the lines of communication and disagreement, sadly enough, is what keeps the world moving on. That's what all this shit is right now. Everybody just want to disagree or say, hey, look at me. I'm right over here. You wrong over there. Every platform. Who's right? Who's wrong? Nobody's right. Nobody's wrong. And everybody got their own set of subscribers and followers and people they can influence with their message. And half these people are just trying to fucking figure it out themselves. And I didn't even jump on that. I kind of took a deep dive in that shit for a minute too. I got the fuck about it. That red pill shit. Remember that? All them. Oh man, I know they still moving, but like 2 or 3 years ago, that shit was super popular for a minute. And I used to see some of the videos on my feed, and I kind of dipped in and watched some of that shit. And I was looking like, okay. If you notice a lot of people trying to sell you something, you know they never have an answer for you. It's always something else. That's when you know some shit is some bullshit that you paying attention to and that you watching or find yourself kind of just following it. They never give you an answer. It's always switching. It's switching. And that red pill shit, that shit was crazy as fuck. I don't know if it's still as popular as it was a couple of years ago, but I definitely know around when the COVID era and all that stuff was going on, because everybody was just sitting in the house just watching shit, and all they was doing is just spreading shit, you know what I'm saying? But I get it. It was some motivation in some of that shit, but a lot of that shit, it was just never ending, just talking, and just follow me. Lead the girl. Tell the girl, no, fuck the girl. You doing this wrong. You doing that. And them rappers will sell that shit too. And if you pay attention to the latest narrative, now this is just my humble opinion. Not that beat. I can't do that beat. Now this is my humble opinion. This was going on with the hip hop podcast. The message now is to scare you away from being a rapper. They ain't gonna tell you that, but if you really pay attention to a lot of these podcasts, that's why they keep talking about it ain't no money in rap, it ain't no this, it ain't no that. Okay. You trying to tell me there ain't no money in rap, my nigga? You really gonna sit up on this podcast and try to just tell people there ain't no money in rap? Okay. Rappers on the radio every day, and they still want to complain and say, oh, they're not on the global charts. Oh, they're not on this. Oh, the streaming, the pennies, this, that. It ain't no money in this. Don't do it. That's the narrative they're trying to push. Because it's too many rappers. So I believe that they set up and just had a fucking meeting with all these different podcasters, all these different influencers. And all they do now is just keep pushing this message that it ain't no money in rap. Don't do rap. Don't do it. Don't. And see, that's a trigger point too to make people watch. Because it's already a whole bunch of hopefuls who just want to be somebody. But if they steady watching podcasts and all these different people steady saying ain't no money in rap, they thinking that it's gonna make some of these people not want to be rappers no more. And that could deteriorate some people, because some people is in it for the reasons of just money and not to express themselves and have the talents. But I just see this pattern, and I think it's a narrative with these podcasters to just keep repeating, it ain't no money in hip hop. Don't do it. How the fuck it ain't no money in hip hop? And these people still on tour. Rap is played on the radio every fucking day. Those are royalties being generated. Now, when it do come to social and the streaming, I do understand a cent of a cent is small. I do understand that. but it still adds up to something if you generate a catalog that's worth listening to, and it's a lot of people that tune in and that's really into you. And you can, not saying that it's living off of without other stuff, I'm not saying that, but you can generate and be compensated for your talents if you get your paperwork right and stuff like that, from independent to being on a label. But this narrative, I keep seeing it, I keep hearing it. It's like the trigger word, broke. Streaming. We know fucking streaming is not paying, but that should not deteriorate or stop you from making your music and self-expression and putting yourself out there. I'm just tired of the narrative, man. I just feel like being at the game is oversaturated. I just feel like all this year, the conversations, it's like to scare people not to want to be a rapper right now. They like, there's no money in here. It's this, it's that. Go somewhere else, do this. And then you have so many people running to the content creating. So not only you got the rappers running to the podcast game, the next thing is about to be all the rappers about to run to the streaming game. So that's about to be the next curve. I give 2026 is going to be the year of streaming. All the rappers are going to be streaming because they headed for that. Because we seeing what's happened. Everybody that sucked the podcast game dry. And that's one thing we're going to always be the tale too. When it's so-called a fad or something, the ones that's really, really in it for the real love, whether the money fickle go up or down or whatever, the ones that really ride the wave and stay in it and keep producing and creating, those are the ones that really love it. And they deserve some type of credit, the ones that weather the storm and still, like we done seen people like Tip jump in and out, because I think he done started back, because I think I seen something that he doing again come across my algorithm about him in the podcast game. I don't know if it's new or old, because I only watched like a clip or something. He was talking to somebody, but I forgot. But a lot of people do be thinking that it's easy just because you can transition and talk on stage, and you'd be surprised how many of these motherfuckers can't even hold a conversation. Not saying Tip, because he's one of the smarter ones. Even though he one of the ones that's always reverting it back to him too. But shout out to him though. But rappers got a complex of doing that because they used to being the star of the show. What the fuck is a rapper gonna have somebody else come on their show and just steal the whole fucking show when they used to being the star all the time? It's an underlying and an undertone attitude in a rapper and an artist to always find a way to be the star of the show. They're not gonna tell you that. But artists are competitive no matter what. Even in having a conversation, they don't want to get outshined. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people who have that complex, whether it's a comedian, a rapper, or poet, whoever. They analyze everything as an artist to come out on top of the conversation no matter what. That's just what artists do. So it's a performance. All these podcasters, it's a performance. When they up there telling these stories and they sit up talking, when they not rapping, they performing. They still, as soon as the lights cut on, as soon as they say it's action, showtime, whatever. And that take me back to a moment too. Remember when, and this was crazy too. Remember when all the rappers started being in all the movies and how crazy that was? This is the same fucking thing. This is the same thing happening right now. It's like the rappers can go to anything and just, I ain't saying they all gonna succeed. I ain't saying they all can be and have longevity in it, but this remind me of when all the rappers started being in the movies and shit. Remember how mad the actors was? When they was like, what the fuck is Ice Cube, Ice-T, and all these people being in all our movies and shit. They getting all the movie roles and shit. So that's what's happening right now with the podcast game. All the rappers just taking all the jobs, the podcast jobs. And then next year they're gonna run to all the streaming jobs. They're gonna try to get all the contracts and, you know. But it is what it is. See, it's that vibration in the music. Music is forever. And especially if it's good and it's timeless, there's always something you can attach it to from an artist's perspective. You know, we've been talking our shit though. Should I give y'all one more piece? 2 more pieces? And again, for the ones who just passing through, I'm on topic, but I also do my thing, which is rap talk. Let me give y'all this one. This one called Love, Hate, Relationship. They like poems, but they melodies. And it's rap talk. And it's different. That's why I created my own lane with this shit. Let's do this one though. Hear me out. Listen to me. This one called Love, Hate, Relationship. Shout out to all the rappers and the podcasters though. Listen. I love my people, but I hate these conditions. I love the sounds, but I hate to listen. I love the streets, but I hate the greed. I love to want, but I hate to need. You see the killings, rapes, the kidnappings, robberies are all the things that the evil do. So I speak for the victims, the silent, the ones that it's happened to. Now, do you love the ghetto? Do you really embrace the hood? If you left and never came back right now, would you be misunderstood? Or is the ghetto just a condition that is just a state of mind? Cause see, on the darkest day, a kid can find a way to shine. You see, I'm amazed by the people on these corners that we run. This pretty perimeter of Detroit is where I'm from. Yeah. The love-hate relationship. Little something. But how y'all feel about rappers and podcasts though? Talk to me. I got a minute. Tell me how y'all feel about rappers and podcasters. That one too slow. Let me do stop asking for permission. Since y'all won't talk to me. Talk to me. Peter Green, what y'all know about Peter Green? And talk to me. That's one of my favorite movies too, by the way. These people don't... Hold on. Let me run that back. Again, what y'all know about Peter Green, though? Talk to me. It's one of my favorite movies. And it was based on a true story, too. But this piece right here is called Stop Asking for Permission. Fuck them. Fuck the system. These people don't think like you. Don't get caught up in perception. You see, we was raised in the ghetto. They wasn't. They don't understand our rejection. The reflection of me looking in my kids' eyes when I'm saying that I can't. Should I feel defeated or go the extra mile, sacrifice my life, even if my mind gotta go blank? No question. I done lived and seen the results of making the wrong decisions. And once I got back on my feet, I knew what I didn't want to go back to dealing with or living in. Enough of the police. Enough of these streets. You see, gas prices got us trapped. We can't even drive miles to make money to get decent food to eat. Now, if I ran in your office with a mask and ready to blast, Am I considered a savior or going out in a toe tag? Both. And I quote, so call me the GOAT. Get yours. Stop asking for permission because the answer is usually no. Fuck them. Stop asking for permission. Rap talk. Listen to me. When positivity is in the making, here comes the distractions. Fakes, snakes, diluted conversations with offbeat interactions. You see, one can feel it. That's why I shut it down to conceal it. Don't try to drown me in your pain. I got problems of my own and I'm just being a realist. You see, I meditate a lot. Shut down my system and just absorb. Look at myself from the outside in, but still concentrate on one accord. Talk to me, Lord. Why they think words can hold back my progressions? When I use words to flow through minds and protect my imperfections. You see, a sin is a sin, and a crime is a crime. A dream is a dream. And if you think about it, you see these devil in disguises, they ain't stopping mine. You see it's showtime and I'm passing out popcorn and telling their asses to have a seat. You see hard work and a positive attitude is something that most can't defeat. You see some scared of confidence want to keep us closed inside a box. When can we see the real God inside and break these slavery locks? You see, it's not only a test, it's going to happen because you're special. And life is step by step, right? So remember that. New level, new devil. Rap talk. Yeah. That's that piece. But I'm about to dock. I can't even say it. Maybe I don't want to leave. Is that what it is? See, I love what I do. For the few and the two in between that chime in and catch it. But I'm gonna come with more topics and speak on the topics more for show. But share the video to make the channel grow. You fucking with me. And catch it from the beginning. It was more commentary, more pieces. And again, the thesis for the night was rappers and podcasters, the beef and the connection. I believe in both, actually, you know. It's like a love-hate relationship there for all the podcasters because, I mean, what they gonna do? And again, I told you, like next year it's gonna be full of streamers. Everybody gonna run from the podcast game and all the rappers gonna be streamers day by day, telling stories, running around moving, doing the stupidest shit, putting on the show for the camera following them. They all doing it right now. They setting up cameras all through their house right now. That's the invasion of privacy. Whatever happened to the fucking mystery of these niggas, you know? Remember how it was a mystery and we had to wait for the album to come out, the music to come out, and we had to use our imagination of the character of the artist and stuff like that. Now people just talk too fucking much, you know what I'm saying? It's like nah, I don't even want to. I done heard everything. It's not. And if you think about it, since we here, let's talk about it. I don't know how we landed here, but this kind of what's going on right now. So let's talk about it. This probably the reason a lot of the music is not sticking like it used to no more. Because we know too much about you. The fucking artists all fucking ready. It's no fucking mystery. We see you on Instagram. We see your car. We see where you hanging out at. We see you like the party. You showing us this, that. You bugging us, fighting for our attention, trying to show us everything. So when you do create a body of work, what can you tell us that you haven't already gave us a glimpse at already? That's what a connection is. I mean, for the artist that's really transparent and who really in it for the conversation of music and really trying to leave a message. If you give me everything by talking to me, why the fuck would I listen to you trying to put it in words? I mean, just think about that though. And that's why I made this video on my page. And I was kind of conflicted, like if Tupac was around in a social media area, that's my area, era, we wouldn't like Tupac the same. It wouldn't be the same. Tupac probably would have got on our fucking nerves right now. Can you just imagine Tupac drunk nights with fucking Twitter at his fingertips? Can you imagine Tupac with fucking Instagram? When he get drunk, all the bullshit he'd be probably talking about, or all the people he probably would have went off on, and then the next day, he would have just been fucking Kanye. That's what Pac would have been. We would have had that love-hate relationship with Tupac. Because we'll be like, damn, how you just don't go off on Sam's son for no fucking reason? And then the next fucking day, he apologizing to Sony or something. It'll be nothing but Kanye all over again. But we lived through it, and everything happened for a reason. We need more of the mystery. We need less podcasts and more bodies of music. And y'all just tell a story through the music. What, you ain't got the fucking talent no more to do it? So you want to just be lazy and just talk and tell stories and get high and just, you know? But it is what it is. Rappers and podcasts, the beef and the connection. I'll get with y'all in a minute though. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, and thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more. Share the video to make the channel grow. As I offer this freestyle flow, I'm about to go. Maybe because God says so, I'll be right back just like that. And some podcasts are whack and some aren't good. I remember watching Boys in the Hood, Menace, Juice, all the rap movies, House Parties. Those were my favorite. The Ages, it was so blatant and so perfect. Every 2 hours was gonna be worth it. Remember the VHSs, CDs, tapes, and cassettes. Now what's next? I wonder, like Stevie. But hopefully y'all gonna believe me. A lot of these rappers are needy. They needy for attention. They need to be seen. They got something inside that they lost. They were just kids that needed a hug. Fake wannabe thugs out here and glorifying drugs. The movies. I'm tired of stars and 50 Cent on that bullshit. What's next about to exist? Show me some positive. Give me something to put my trust in. I know there's other things that could exist. But dig this. That's where we at with it. That's where they want you to be. Stuck in the 80s, stuck in the 70s, kind of like the Mac and the movies of the blaxploitation when they was frustrated. And if you think about it, them blaxploitation movies are looking like Tubi movies. They so off track and borderline whack. Or doing from Detroit and want to support that. I just can't. Look at the story, it's all so blank. Where's the substance? Where's the meat? But y'all ain't gotta listen to me.